What happened to my lightning bolt? Let's take a look. That should be north. That should be east. Oh, east is positive. That's right. XZ axis. Right there. That's better. Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhead 64 coming at you live from the west coast of these United States on a Thursday. A little bit past 6 o'clock. Got off to a late start today. Traffic outside is insane, of course, because it is what? The day before Christmas. It is the penultimate day before Christmas, you might want to say. A conversation we were having with Greener and Warrior Geek from Buffooncraft the other night. But anyways, here we are, Generations. We got some things planned today. We're going to do something a little bit different. Oh dear, as you can see, I am in creative mode today. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and one thing I did learn from Buffooncraft, this is a Generations stream, it's Thursday, but one thing I did learn from Buffooncraft is you got to build fast. You got to build really, really, really fast. And, some of the things I'm trying to do, I just don't have the time to do all of them, and I got to whack them out. For example, that right behind me. Yeah, we decided to build our Christmas tree, and we're going to build a Christmas tree using a lot of really cool math and everything, but that takes a long, long time, and we don't have a long time. We only have today and tomorrow, and then it's Christmas, and then we have no time at all. After Christmas on Sunday for us in Pacific Standard Time, where the Thunderhand family is going to the mountains for about 4 days to do some snowboarding. And we won't be back until Thursday the 30th. And I'm probably not going to do a stream that night because I don't know. I'm not sure what time we'll actually make it back here, down off the mountain and back down here into the valley. That could be a very long time. And so I don't want to promise any dates there. We might do a stream on Friday to make up for it. We'll see how things are going to go, but there won't be a Kachi Time stream this Sunday, and there'll be one next Sunday anyway. So just watch for the announcements, and we'll keep you informed of our changes streaming schedule for the holidays. First of all, I want to say hi to our good friend Counterplays, who is masquerading under an assumed name of I'm bad at Minecraft in our chat right now. And don't let him fool you for a minute. He's not bad at all at Minecraft or producing videos or content or anything. That is one sharp young man right there. And always glad to have him in. Counterplays, hey, before we get started with anything else, I want to show you something really cool. We'll talk about the tree and all of this stuff in just a moment. But Counterplays, since I have you in here, dude, I just want to make 100% certain that you've already seen this. The hotel, as I've announced, I believe in our last generation stream, was actually inspired in Realm 4, back in Realm 4 last year, by none other than our player, our viewer here, Counterplays. He's the one who suggested it, and I told him that I would make a hotel, and that was a great idea. And I would tell him that I would reference him in that hotel somehow. And so this dude... This dude is in honor of you. This is my pal Counterplays here, who's working the front desk at our hotel here on Mushroom Island Central. Dude, it has been an honor. This has been your idea, man. You inspired me to do this. And so I was thinking to myself, man, I would have never thought in a million years to make a hotel on the server. Why would I do that? But then you suggested it, and I'm like, it's just only the coolest idea we've ever had on here. So... Do you want to join my Java server? DM me, and I'll talk to you about that later, okay? But so here's the hotel. It's coming along. We have this wing of it. We've got the lobby area, the next wing in it. But I really don't have a lot of time. So what I've been doing is I've been working on a Christmas tree. And we've decided to do something pretty cool with the Christmas tree, although it's completely ridiculous. So... we wound up using a lot of math for our Christmas tree here. And The hotel is nice. The hotel is so nice, and the villager is my twin. In honor of you, my friend. In honor of you. And so one of the things I decided to do was to incorporate some cool math into the Christmas tree, but that takes a lot of time. And so that's why I'm in creative mode today, because I just want to pop in creative mode and whack out as much of this as possible. I don't think that's really that big of a deal for me. Usually I'm a really hardcore survival guy, and I really stick to that survival gameplay kind of theme. I'm really a staunch proponent of that. But I understand that I'm really short on time, and I would really like to get as much of this Christmas tree done before Christmas as I possibly can. And so I don't mind slipping into creative mode for a stream, so we can get some progress done on this. Wait, can I make a new emote? You can suggest one, sure. Sure, I don't guarantee that I'll use it, though, but you can certainly send me a sketch for one or something like that, and I'll see if we can use it. I have 2 emotes so far, and I have slots open for 3. I do have plans for those 3 slots, but if we get enough subscribers, we can get a 6th slot. So, but please, post it in the Discord, or better yet, DM me on it. Send your sketch to me, and we'll see what we can do with it. But this is the idea behind this. Now, I am going to hold off. I did quite a bit of math in designing this. And as you can see, if you get here in the center and kind of look up, you can see this spiraling pattern here like this. This is a kind of mathematical spiral called an Archimedean Spiral. And because Archimedes is the guy who at least put it down on paper, even if he wasn't the guy who invented it. He may have been, may not have been, but he was at least credited with recording it. And so I made Archimedean spirals going up from this radius of about 20 here. I made 3 legs representing myself, Kachi, and Biggie Cheese, the 3 people on this server. And then I had to mess around with the height a little bit, and I was trying to dial in the height. And what I decided to go with was the golden ratio of 1 to 1.618 roughly. So the diameter being the 1 and the 1.618 up there. So that winds up being about 20 across the base, and height-wise a little bit more than about 32. So... and I like the way it looked. It's not exact, but it's close enough. And it gives a really cool idea, a really cool look to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep these spirals of leaves on the outside, and then we need to fill in the inside with other leaves and branches. And I'm not going to do a lot of like complicated math, exact math for that. I'm just going to eyeball that and let that part of the building be really free. So the trunk and the basic outline of the shape, the sketch of the outline of the shape. We use some math for that and everything, but to do the rest, this is where we get a little artistic and we can just spam things in there. Let's take a look here. Let's get caught up in the chat. Kumakwa, I don't trust chat. They're always typing things in chat. Always typing things. Always. Kamakwa, my friend, how are you doing? Thank you so much for dropping by. Good to see you. On the U.S., they do call soccer, or do they call soccer or football? Let me see. In the U.S., the round ball that you kick along the ground and you do all of that running, we call that soccer. And then the oval-shaped, the ellipsoid-shaped ball, you know, where we don't do quite so much running. We do quite a bit, but a lot more head bashing in that we call football. Pleasant Player, hey Thunder, how is it going? I hope you're doing pleasant today. I am, because I am. It's like 3 hours till Christmas Eve for me. Yes, it is. I am sounding like a kid right now, but I don't care. I can't wait to get presents under the tree. Can't wait for Christmas. Dude, you're never too old for Christmas. Don't worry about that. And hey, I did see you streaming earlier. Unfortunately, I was out on the road, and so, you know, I wasn't able to watch, but I'll catch your VOD on there. I'll definitely catch your VOD for that. Let me see. We have a couple of shout-outs in order here. We have 3 because we have 3 content creators. So let's get those done. I'm going to do shout-out for... And then, let me see. I am bad at Minecraft. His real name is Counterplays. So I don't really know which one to use. Counterplays, you want to type in your Counterplays, your regular Twitch account name on there with the right fonts on there so I get it right the first time. And then I'll give you the shout out for that. Kumakwa, Lord of the Robo Blanket himself. Kumakwa is an variety streamer, plays a variety of games and stuff. Super funny guy, super funny entertainer. I watched him playing some games with one of his other streaming friends and his son, and it was just a blast to watch. Please go check him out. Super, super cool. And of course, the mighty... Oh, that's right. Counterplays doesn't stream on Twitch. That's right. But he does. Counterplays does make YouTube, so YouTube videos, and he's really good at it. So you should go check him out. Let me see. And of course, we have the mighty Pleasant Player himself. And there we go. So please go check them out. Super cool streamers. Pleasant Player has just done 2 streams recently, and the second one I haven't seen yet, but the one before that was a lot of fun. Really appreciated it. Learned a lot about you, my friends. Some very cool stuff. So go check out his stream. Really, really cool. Let me see. Dearest Thunderhand, I had delivery of my first emote today. It's currently waiting approval, but I think you might like it. Once that gets approved, I'm definitely up to checking that out. By the way, I have the distinct honor of being Kumakwa's first subscriber, and I could not be more proud. Or anytime Kumakwa, that was a lot of fun, and looking forward to you receiving many more subscriptions to come. Now this is what happens in creative mode. Phantoms. A lot of them. All right. So let's fly on up and let us do a little bit of sleeping. So the creepers don't do their creeping. Here we go. Thanks. Let me see. I am editing a video for YouTube right now for tomorrow, and it is taking forever. Editing videos. Pleasant, I feel for you, man. Editing stuff. Just think, when I was teaching, I was editing at least one video every single day, like 5, 6, 7 days a week. It was brutal. It was brutal. Okay, one of the things I want to try to do for this is, let me see. We got to fill in the center of this a little bit. So we're going to have some limbs. I like to enunciate the B in limb, even though it's supposed to be silent. We're going to have to arrange the limbs of this tree somehow. And one thing I don't like is doing tree limbs in Minecraft, because you can use slabs, you can use blocks. It's blocky and slabby, and it's always tough. But I might use a little bit of math for that part. A little bit. I might follow the splines of the polar plane that I use to lay out these spirals. So I might do that. You are indeed, and I really appreciate it. Don't worry, you will be sorry once I get my friend to help out with something. Regrets? Regrets already? Kumakwa, I'm your first subscriber, and already regrets? I look forward to it, dude. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious. Let me see. Counterplays. So remember, I am bad at Minecraft. Counterplays. I'm just going to refer to you as Counterplays. Plus, I stream. Nobody going to watch, and my laptop can't handle. Don't let him fool you. He's excellent. I remember when Counterplays first started viewing, and he was making all of his videos on his phone. So he's playing the game, he's recording the game on his phone, and then he's going back, uploading the video, editing the video on his phone and everything. He just did everything, just resourceful like you would not believe. So impressed, so impressed. Anything special planned for Christmas? Yes, Pleasant Player. Just a quiet little Christmas at home with just the Thunderhand family. Just the four of us are going to be here, and that's the way we like it. Big dinner planned. Already went out and bought all the food for said dinner today. And then the day after Christmas, Sunday for us here, we are heading up to the mountains. So we live in Southern California, right on the edge of the desert. It's very, very nice here right now. A lot of rain, very cool. Things are all coming back to life. This is where things actually get green here in Southern California, and not everything's brown and black and gray and on fire. So it's nice to have things wet and green for a little while. And so Sunday we're heading up to the mountains. The mountain that we go to is fairly nearby. It's very close to JMO the Schmo, actually. And he's right at the foothills of these particular mountains that we go to. And the elevation up there is about 8,000 feet. So it reminds me a lot of home. They get a lot of snow up there, trees, water, things like that. Nice, cool temperatures. And we'll be spending about 4 days up there, and we'll be coming back down onto the Valley Floa here on Thursday the 30th. I don't upload every day. I upload it every month because I'm lazy. Dude, you upload whenever you want. Pleasant Player, I must go now because I have to work on editing. Bye, and have a pleasant rest of your day. Merry Christmas, everyone. Pleasant Player, Merry Christmas, dude. Just have yourself the greatest time with you and your family. Go Patriots, man. Go Patriots. Let me see. Thunder, if you ever go to the mountains, take a picture because I'm on my country. We don't have snow. I believe I posted some pictures on our Discord, so go check that out. I got a nice picture of the mountain range for our first snowfall, which was last week. Remember, it's rain down here on the valley floor, but it's snow up there on the mountain. And where I live, you can see the whole mountain range stretching north and down to the east, and it's really beautiful. It really looks nice. The Tron Slime has subscribed at tier level 1 and subscribed for 6 months. Man, it's been a journey, huh? Certainly has, Tron. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays. Always good to see everybody. I hope you're all doing well over the next couple of days. Going to hydrate with some hot chocolate in a beaker because I'm a nerd. All right, let's. The music seems to have ceased already. Wow. All right, let's crank that up again. Got a little lo-fi holiday music going. And like I said, we are in creative mode today. Now, I was going to show a little bit of the math and some of the design pics I did, but they're all in the Discord. You can go check those out. And I think I'll hold off because some people might join the stream a little bit, a little more later on. So one of the things I'm going to do is I used oak leaves here on the outside of the spiral arm here because they're brighter and stuff. So I'll use some darker leaves for the inside, like the spruce leaves and the birch leaves. And so, that being said, I'm just going to spam blocks here for this, but I want a particular shape here. And of course, the distance between each turn, rotation of the spiral, decreases as we go up. So we're going to have to adjust. But you know what? We can fudge these parts up here, and just do this a little artistically. But I would like to keep the shape of this spiral prominent so you can tell what's happening here. So, and let me keep the chat up in view here so I can see what's going on. Buy me a Java account. Joke, I'm going to save up some money, then I want to buy a good CPU. Before you start thinking about a Java account, you should, really get a PC first. All right, so what I'm thinking of is having this kind of slope up. And again, you know what? It doesn't have to be, we don't have to use a lot of math for this part. We can just kind of fudge this part here. And I don't want to go in too far. Maybe something like that. And then this part, I want to have curved downward. Maybe something like that. But you know what? I don't want to come in more than 10 blocks, I think, down here. So E. And let me see. Let me put on my coords. I'm going to be right about here, 9, 10, right about there, right? And so that's about as far in as I want to go, I think. And then, you know what? I may do some stuff on the inside here. Let me see if that's 10, 11, 12. I'm going to go for a prime number like 13. You know what we can do to slope this out a little bit more? Is we can build it like that first and then go up a little bit. And that way we'll keep that edge. And I don't know, let's make this a little bit more gradual as it slopes down like this. And I don't know, maybe we can do something like that. And maybe one more. So 10 was back here, right? I think if we maintain something like this for a little bit anyway, we can keep the idea of the spiral there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of something like that. And you know what? I think that might be good. Or you know what? Would you stop changing your mind? Let's try this. That like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And let me see. I can't buy Java account because for me it's expensive for you. Yeah, I understand. You need to use credit card. Yeah. Oh, in fact, that's one of the reasons why when we come back after the holidays, we will no longer be on Realms, by the way. We will be switching over to a rented server, and we're probably going to go with Shockbite. But just for that reason. Mojang / Microsoft now. They're just too nutty with the billing. And they just make it so hard to pay that it's just no longer worth the hassle. It just isn't. It's like, I have the money. Can you just let me give it to you? So yeah, it's just such a pain in the butt. Every time we try to renew the server, it's just such a pain in the butt that it's just not worth the hassle any longer. And I would rather pay the extra money. And it's not that much more. And just so I'm able to renew the server, and just so they'll take my money when I want to pay them. My mom won't let me buy Java because it's too expensive. Java is pretty expensive. Though I do have to say that once you get it, you have it forever. And that's kind of good. So, you do have to pay quite a bit for it, but it's just one time, and then you have it forever. It's nice. It's not a subscription that you have to keep paying for and keep paying for. So that's really cool. Let's go over and... All right, now, this one's pretty easy to do, but the other ones are a little bit weird. Let's find out where this one goes. this. Now, again, I don't want to get too mathematical with this or anything. I want this to be pretty easy. Let's find out where this goes here. And you know what? I'm, as much as I would really like to knock this out and get her done, I just want to relax and chill and chat with you guys because it's Christmas. All right, now if we go here, now between this one, right, and this one, I actually want to drop off fairly quick, so we can do something like this. Right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, like this. 1, 2, like that. 1 and 1 like this. Okay. Also, something we have to remember is these are going to come closer and closer to the tree trunk as we get higher and higher up. So. There we go. Now this one's going to wind up being pretty darn steep. So we may actually have to do a little something like this, maybe. There we go. Yeah, like that. And you know what? These are just guides. We're going to fudge a lot of these things in here. And we'll just lay out some spacing in between here. Something like this, I'm thinking of. Maybe one more, like this. And then I think you can see where I'm just going to spam blocks in between these. I want to play Hypixel so bad, yeah. Because right now you play on the Hive, right? And I believe you play on the Hive because it's what, Windows 10 or it's Bedrock? So Tron, if you're still there, my friend, we definitely need to give you a shout out because content creator extraordinaire and just all around coolest dude. Definitely got to go check out the Tron Slime. Making content again. Has some great ideas for his video series that he's making. And I believe he's branching out into a new area of content creation. So looking forward to that. I think we're going to do something like, wow. Oh, that's pretty extreme. All right. I don't know. How about we do that? So, I want to maintain this shape as best as possible. And so I'm thinking on this section of the trunk here, we'll keep the radius about 10 blocks away. And then when we get up to here, we might move it in a little bit to like 5. And then when we get up here, it doesn't really matter because we're not going to be able to put a block this close anyway. See, we're going to have that gap anyway because of the trap doors. Counterplays, did you shout me out on my own stream? Dude, you're the best. Got a little meta action going on there. You are the coolest. That's great. That made my evening. Let me see. How are we doing here? Let's come off of this one next. One of the other things we might be able to do is, since we're getting pretty high up here, we can go a little shorter, like this. Because not only are we getting closer with each rotation of the spiral, but we're also, the radius is decreasing too as we go in, because that's how spirals work in cones, right? And so, wow, like this. Okay, that's good. And now we don't really have a lot of room at all in which to drop down from this one. So, 1, 2, like this. Maybe we'll go over something like this. Yeah, you know what? I might actually do that. Oh my God, thunder. Yeah, I know. It'll be okay, people. It'll be okay. One of the things I might do, though, let's see what happens if I do something like that and kind of reduce that a little bit. All right, that's a little better. And let me see. Targeting block. That's at level 102. This is at 102. All right. This will probably be the... Ooh, this one's at 103, though. All right. So we would want to extend this one in. And I'm thinking extend this one into the 5 block, right? So that's 8, 7, 6. Wow, 5 is pretty extreme, though. 5 is right there. I mean, is that how much space I want to maintain there? You know what? Let's go with a nice prime number. Let's another prime number. Next prime number up from 5 is 7, so let's go with that. Let's go with 7 from here on up. Okay, so now we have to bridge the gap between here and here, and this is really narrow. So let's do something like that. And we may just step it up. Like this. Wow, we still have one more to go. All right, so we need to go in more, but not up quite so high. Like this. Like that. Okay, that's pretty good. And then, let me see. Let's do something like, a little something like this. And again, you know, these are just guides, and then we'll spam blocks in between. Let's check this out. And then you gave yourself a shout out, even after I already gave you a shout out, young man. But hey, the more the merrier. Can you change the song to Jingle Bells or SMH? Or something. Yeah, it should come up in the, in fact, it just played a moment ago for Jingle Bells. They had a lo-fi version, like right here. There it is. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. There we go. Da, da, da. Laughing all the way. Ba, ba. Jingle Bells is such an awesome song. All right, let's do some of these other legs on the way up and do a little bit more of this filling in. You know what? I had the mind today to crank this right out, go into creative mode, blast this out, make progress and everything. You know what? Let's not. Let's just chill out. I mean, I want to get things done, but on the other hand, let's just chill out. That way I can just chat with you guys for a little while. That's if you guys are still there. I think you are. All right, so let's do that. I'm going to bring this up a little bit more. 13, 12, 10, 12, 11. 10. There we go. Okay, now see, this is going to be interesting because now we have this and now we have this. So this will come down off the bottom of that one, I think, right? Short Thunder, whatever you say. Again, you know, if you want to see some of the design work I did on this and how I arrived at this kind of shape and stuff, and you want to take a look at the process, check out the Discord, the Generations channel on the Thunderhand 64_gaming Discord, and I posted most of my design pics on there, so you can check it out. It's pretty cool. I think it's cool anyway, but I'm a math nerd, so. Alrighty. All right, so you can see how these are all going to scoop in from row to row like that. And hopefully it'll maintain that kind of shape. We may not do this entirely in leaf blocks because, you know, their semi-transparent nature, you know, kind of is a little too much sometimes. Sometimes you try to make shapes with them and it's kind of obscure looking. And so I love Feliz Navidad. It's a Christmas song. Yes, it's a very famous one. Yeah, it's a good one too. You hear that a lot here in Southern California because we have, of course, a large a Latino population. So you hear that a lot down here. Made famous by Jose Feliciano in the 70s. When I was a lad. Feliz Navidad. Kachi knows how to sing that. Okay, so that's good for that leg. We've got that leg there. We've got that one. We could build this one over here, I think. I know we can. I'm 100% positive. I think our success rate for this will be extremely high. Famous last words. Computer crashes, whatever. Here we go. A little something like this, a little something, you know what I'm saying? How far in can I go here? I'm on block number 13. There's 14. 13, 12, 11. And then block 10 is right there. Okay. That's good like that. See, this way you get the drooping branches there, and you get the upswept branches in that kind of direction, because you get both kinds on a Christmas tree. Yes, you do on these kind of conifers. I was going to say gymnosperm, but hey, it's a family channel. Family-friendly stream. It's a joke for botanists. Let me see. Yeah, let's get that in here. Methinks. I want to actually do a little something like this. There we go. Like that. Yeah, you know, this isn't dropping at a satisfactory rate. I think I'll go back to my original idea. Hands, do what I tell you to do. That might be a little too much, though. You know, that's actually a little better. And then something like that. Okay. And again, you know, we're not trying to do things exactly here. It is no stress, no pressure. All right. So I think at the 4 cardinal points, I think we're all set here. I think we can go up to the next level now, right? Let's take it to the next level, people. So now we can take this one and we can go up a little bit more. Like that. And I don't want it perfectly symmetrical, but I'm sad to say it's probably going to come out that way. But, you know, we need to struggle and work a little bit more on asymmetry for this year. So people often come up with New Year's resolutions this time of year. I know it's not even Christmas yet, talking about New Year's, but my New Year's resolution for this year is to choose a New Year's resolution for last year. Let's see what we have here. Magic Secret Accounts. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little Minecraft stream here on our little Realm server. My name's Thunderhand64. This is not an SMP. This is just our little Realm server that me and my 2 sons work on. And we've been doing this for about a year. We're building ourselves using a little math to make a Christmas tree. Super exciting, eh? And you know, we're just in creative mode to save a little time and get some stuff done for today. So welcome. Kamako. Well, good sir. Time for me to harass my Twitch daughter. Have a good stream. Please do so. She's streaming right now. I want to see. And you don't do Nightlife, they destroy. Gamer, Rift Tracks. Yes, okay. Kamakwa, thank you so much for dropping by and looking forward to seeing that emote. All right. I'm very thick-skinned. I think it'll be just fine. Can't wait to be able to use it in the streams. That's going to be fun. Let me see. Caught in 4K Thunderhead. You got caught. Okay. Do things exactly or I'll ban myself. Oh, that's cool. Okay, fine. You'll ban yourself. Okay. I could just picture you with a big ban hammer smacking yourself over the head there, Magic. So, Magic, tell me a little bit about yourself. Do you play Minecraft? Do you stream yourself? And what kind of stuff do you stream? If you do, indeed. All right, let's get that into shape. And I'm going to kind of go off of this one a little bit like that, I think. That gives that a pretty gentle slope, I think. Like this. Right, and that's right on target. I used to stream myself. Okay. Oh, and there's a shout out. Yeah, hey, thank you, Counterplays. I'm bad at Minecraft. His usual name is Counterplays, so that's who I'm referring to when I say Counterplays. Never had a consistent schedule with streaming, unfortunately. Hey, you know, that's not unfortunate. Consistency is sometimes overrated. It depends. It works really well for some people. For other people, it doesn't. You know, I like to try to be as consistent as I can. I think that helps with me and my viewers, but I'm constantly switching around my schedule and making edits to it and making changes and stuff to it all the time. So consistent, yeah. Consistent-ish, I guess. Okay, so we need to now curve down to here. Wow, and that's a pretty dramatic drop. Yeah, you know what? I think I want to go up more with this one and get a little bit steeper of a curve there, like that. Okay, that feels a little bit better. And then we'll come up through here like this. We'll come on down like that. Come across like this. Maybe one more like this. And then maybe one like that. I think that's good. Okay, that's cool. And again, if you want to see some of the design work I did on this, a little bit of the math, a little bit of the graphing and stuff that I did for this, I don't know why anybody would want to see that, but I put it up in the Discord anyway. I mostly did that just so I'll remember what I did. But if you're, for some reason, completely insane and you want to take a look at that, be my guest. You can check out our Discord at Thunderhand64_gaming. Right here, if you just type in !Discord like that, or maybe I should put in the capital like that and put in the C, and then that'll help. There you go. And you can go check out our Discord. All right, so let's see. I want to be right about thereabouts. And I really don't have a lot of horizontal distance to drop down by that vertical distance. So let's do a little something like that. No, I don't have a lot of vertical distance to cover that horizontal distance. So we should come out horizontally a bit more. And you know what? The kind of shape I'm going for is actually should slope a little more gradually this way. Well, it's not going to be able to, is it? Like that. Okay, that'll do. That, I mean, it's, you know, there has to be some variation, right? One of my building mantras that helps me out when I start getting floundered by indecision is, number one, embrace symmetry. Number two, for my buffoon craft friend, Supernova Relic, spam blocks. Spam blocks. Try not to be so exact about everything. And make a pattern and then break it. Okay, I'm going to do something like this on this one next. And then slope this one inward, a little bit like so. Where am I? This is... Yeah, that's right at block 10 already. Wow. Wow. And again, now we're in a situation again where we don't have a lot of horizontal distance to make up that very large vertical distance there. So we might do something like this to try to counter that up. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll do there. That'll do just fine for that. Let me see. Mostly I play with my family members. Me too. I play with my two sons. My older son doesn't play that much anymore, but my younger son, Kachi, plays a lot. Yeah. In fact, every Sunday from 4 to 6, we stream Kachi time. My son is 10, and so I just let him dictate what we're going to do for the stream. That's his stream that I supervise because, he's not an adult. And so I supervise that stream. We stream together every Sunday, 4 to 6. We will not be streaming this Sunday, though, because we'll be on vacation. And I don't feel like streaming when they're around, okay? All right. Understood. Okay, I like that. I like this. I think we're doing okay here. Good. 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 Now, this isn't a random pattern. This is what would be called pseudo-random. In mathematics, the sciences, this would be pseudo-random. Because you can see human beings are very bad at doing things randomly. We are. Despite what all the memes say. Of course, random in colloquial terms has taken on a different meaning, as a lot of things have over the last 10 or so years. And being a math guy, random means something a little bit more precise than the way it is often used in common speech today. Let me see. You know what? Well, that is quite a bit of height there. Let's just do one more of these, I think, and we'll slope it out a little bit more. Like that. Okay, that's all right. Like somebody's going to notice that, but you know what I'm getting at. Let me take a look here. Christmas is the best holiday for me because we don't have to make schoolwork. Yes, we all get a break for Christmas. Even you guys get a break for Christmas. That's cool. Make schoolwork. Are you a teacher? No, a magic counterplays, known here as I am bad at Minecraft, is a student. He means he doesn't have any schoolwork that he has to do as a student. But I tell you, that young man could teach a multimedia class, definitely. All right, let's do... So I gotta say, that's a little clunky. All right, that's better. This curve here is gonna be a little severe. Oh, that's why, but we're moved over by one. Oh, we're not even on target there. See, I shouldn't even fix this. This is not the point, Hunter. This is not the point. The point is not to do something like this. But there it is. For what it's worth. How did my targeted block not give me the right number for that? -1, right? Targeted block, -1. -2. Yeah, 0's over here, Einstein. Yeah. All right. A little something like that. That means I should have been on this block and stuff. You know what? I'm not going to change it. That's very simple. Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm going to do a little something like that. Okay, and then from here, let's knock that one out. From here, let's come down like this. Wow. That's going to be tough. Oh. Maybe something like that. That's pretty severe. All right, let's get caught up in chat here. I mean, I don't have to do schoolwork. Typo, yeah. Okay, I could teach how to play Minecraft class on stream. I have done that in my math class to my students. And notice I said I've done that to them, not with them, because it was kind of torturous, but it was fun. I don't use stream that much because I watch anime. That's all I do. And Twitch. Kind of place, we may have talked about this before, but what anime are you watching right now? And what's your favorite? And that's open to anybody in the chat, by the way, not just Counterplays. Okay, that leg comes up there. Let's branch out from this one now. And Magic Secrets is now following. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will try my very best to make sure that you do not regret that follow. Is there? Okay, we're good here. And we're on block number 9. All right. And let me see. Oh, we have quite a bit of distance to make up here. Vertical distance. That's block 10. Yikes. Wow, that went in fast. But I don't know here. Yeah, if I'm going to stick to my pattern, which I should not do, by the way. I should not do that. I should be going up right here. Wow, that's rugged. That is rugged. That means I have less than this distance. Wow, that's tough. That's not a lot of curvature. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We could start moving in to the 7 number here a little bit earlier. I think we're gonna have to. Something like this, and then up one there. Yeah, there we go. We can move in a little bit earlier to that one. That's kind of funky, I think, though. That's better. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that's good. I think for the cardinal points, we're pretty close. One of the things you can do is you can follow the spiral arms around, which is kind of fun to do, actually. Let me think. Let me get caught up in the chat here. Let me see. I like romance and action anime. For action, I gotta pick One Piece. One Piece is pretty cool. For romance, I don't know. Right now, I think my favorite anime is One Punch Man. But I like the manga too. So, Magic Secret accounts redeemed no hydrate, H2 no hydrate. So I hydrate with my hot chocolate, which is now chocolate milk because it's not so hot anymore. It's been sitting there for quite a while. But the last anime I watched, so I've been watching, because we have Netflix and we're here in the U.S., I've been watching anime on Netflix. Not a lot, though. But I watched Super Crooks, which was okay. It was all right. And let me see. Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins I liked. That was fun. I like a whole bunch of other ones too, but those were the two that I watched recently. Yeah. Seven Deadly Sins I liked because I like having a group or a team uh, that has like five or more, like five or seven different characters in it, and each character has like a really distinct personality and stuff. I really like that. That's that appeals to me. All right, let's do a quick check here. We'll fly around the spiral loops here. One Punch Man is pretty cool. I wish there was a season 3. Yeah, tell me about it. We all do. Attack on Titan, I like a lot. And the final season is supposed to be here in January. So, okay, so that has a cardinal point on that one. Has a cardinal point on that one. Has a cardinal point on that one. That one. That one, up and down. Okay, so we should be right about here. We should be going in with 7. So 1 down and 1 up, right? Oh, and each one of these should have 1 down and 1 up. All right, so let's take a look at that, make sure we're good there. Okay, so, or I should say if I'm starting from the bottom, 1 up and 1 down. There we go. 1 up and 1 down. We're good there. 1 up and 1 down. Good. 1 up and 1 down. Good. 1 up and 1 down. Good. And so we should be right here. And we should do this. I think I should do this one arm at a time. Okay, so here we're only going into 7, right? So let's do that. 2 like this, and wow. See? And we're already there. But, like I said, the distances are all a heck of a lot less. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, 1 down and 1 up right there. And we'll come into here now. Like this. I want to make sure I'm on the right block. I'm like this. Okay, this is good. Whoa. Wow, that is really tight. In fact, we might be able to only do that. I think that's all we have room for. And then like this. And whoa, look at that. That is tight. Whew. I think we're going to have to slope this at least a little bit more like that, just to get some sort of slope out of it. Okay, I think we're good. Surprised I haven't seen the Phantoms, but My country, we've got Netflix too. Yes, indeed, you do. In fact, I think I'm going to go with NordVPN so I can get the Netflix from Asia and other parts of the world too, because there's a lot of really cool shows. Mrs. Thunderhand is from Taiwan, a little bit closer to you, right? And so there's a lot of cool shows that we like to watch from Japan and Taiwan and places like that. You know, right now, American Netflix already has a lot of Korean stuff on there. So, we've got more than enough Korean stuff, but we don't really get too much from Taiwan and Japan here. So, that would be really cool. So, VPN, we're going to get set up with a VPN for that. You know what? We might have to actually break our rule here and move this in because this is not going to give us a very good shape. So let's move into 5 for here. That's 5 like that. Let's do something like that 4? No, that's 5. Right? Targeted block. Yeah, there we go. But this is bowing upward. I want it to actually come downward. That's a little better, I guess. I could slope that one like that and then do something like that. Thunder, just do it. Yeah, that's a little weird. We could do that and break things up a little bit. That's good. Okay, I like it. Good enough. It's not that important that it be that strict. Let me see. Where am I here? 0, right? Oh, just something like this. And this one, we got to come. Oof. Wow. That is tight. And we're done. Okay. But we are getting really close to the top of the tree here. So, who knows? Maybe when we get this close to the top, we should go in like 3. But I want a little bit of room in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to move into 3 at a certain point here because we need to try to maintain the shape. I think if you guys, if we pull back, you guys can see the way it's going to curve and stuff, right? So... all right, one down, one up that way. We will move like this. Yep, there we go. A little something like that. And we should move in like that from there, really. That's at what? 4? Ooh, super tight. 3 like this. Like that. We might not even notice that curvature from the... maybe a little bit as we get to the top. But when we get up to this level, it's hardly going to matter at all. When we get up to this level... I mean, it's so tight in here, right? I mean, here we're probably going to be just like 1 block. Same here. Like that. And then here, you know what? Here we might just leave this like this. Get that end crystal up there. Ooh, gotta be careful. Let's take a look here. Let's get caught up in chat. Anime, that's right. I already finished watching Seven Deadly Sins. That's right. Do you know anime named Komi Can't Communicate? I've seen it. I've seen the thumbnail for it and stuff, but I haven't watched it yet. But I have seen it. We do have that on our Netflix here. Actually, I have an app called Free VPN on my iPad. Oh, really? How is it? Is it any good? My brain is small like ants. Joke. It is not. You are a very clever young man. Armageddon's fire. Good day, y'all. Armageddon, how you doing? I thought I made my castle symmetrical. Apparently, it turned out asymmetrical. Asymmetry is actually a good thing in Minecraft, though. Too much symmetry doesn't look good. Like we've got some symmetry going on here. We've got some symmetry going on here. You can see where I put the symmetry in this, but then I break it. So make a pattern, break it. but it should be intentional. I am good. Yourself? I could not be better. Thank you so much. Welcome to our horrifying mathematical Christmas tree. This mind-numbingly horrible creation that I have been torturing viewers with which I have been torturing viewers. Whatever. All right, I think that leg of the spiral, I'm good. Let's go down. Again, if you want to see my design work I did on this with some of the math I used and some of the plots and the graphing I used, you can go check out our Discord. I posted all that stuff on there, not to make you guys miserable. I did that just so I could record this, so I could figure out if I ever, for some reason, completely lost my mind and wanted to do this again. I have it recorded somewhere. So let me see. So as I come around here, I have one here. Up and down there. Up and down there, that's good. Yes. Okay, so I need one here. All right, so let's do that. And there we go. Oh, this one's going to be close, very close to 7. So let's keep 7 on this one. And like that, because we have quite a vertical distance we got to make up there. It's 9, 8 here, possibly, and then you know what? Let's slope it a little more. 7 like that. That might be a little too much, but we'll see. Now let's come down off of this one like so, and then we'll meet up with that. Okay, that's good. That's okay. It's not great, but it'll do. And let's go to the next position. Right over here. And there's counterplays, known here as I am bad at Minecraft, giving shout outs for me on my own stream again. And Magic Secret accounts too. Cool. Thank you. Counterplays is flexing his admin powers there, his mod powers. All right, so we need to put one right in here. And let me see, we're into this area, right? So we should be at 8 right there, and then 7 should be right here. Good. Then we got to come down off of here. And again, we have quite a vertical distance we have to drop here. So we can just come down off of that one. Well, I don't know. That's kind of clunky. Let's just do this. We've eaten up almost all of our... Yeah, that's pretty brutal. What if we make up for it this way? Okay, and yeah, I guess that'll do. I don't know. Whatever. Let me see. Next spline. Those things are called splines, by the way. That's what we're building right now. Let me see. Let's reset the tunes here. There we go. Back to chat. Good. I love my internet. Nothing better. And let me see. Where are we here? 8 like this. Wow, we've got a lot of vertical distance to make up there. Like this. This is going to be rugged. Wow. So for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to maintain some spacing between this. And, I'm trying not to be that strict about it, but on the other hand, we got a task ahead of us. See, because I'm already at 7 here. And, I'm at 5 up there. So let's average it out. Let's do 6 here. I'm not crazy about it, but you do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And again, I want this scooping inward kind of effect here because I want to maintain like this ridge, the ridge of these spirals going up and around like this. So that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Okay, we got 2 there on that one because this one terminates over here, I think. Yeah, I think we're good after this. Oh, this one. Oh, and this one too. Oh, that must be the other spiral arm though. So let's do a check. So see, if you get down here, can you see the spiral effect that we made there? That's pretty cool, huh? So it's an Archimedean Spiral. All right, it's got 3 legs to it. The first one starts here, the second one starts here, and the third one starts there. And they spiral around proportionally like that. And then the height of the cone is a golden ratio from the base to the height. So it's the diameter, not the radius. So the diameter to the height is golden ratio. So this is 20-ish diameter. And so 1.618, that's a little bit more. That's about 30, a little over 32, like about 34-ish, right around there. But, you have to fudge things and average things because of the blocks. So they're not nice integer amounts there. Let me see. Let's get caught up in chat here. I have the best internet in the world. Shut Mountain! My buffoon friend, how are you doing? Merry Christmas to all the Thunder family. Merry Christmas to the Shut Mountain family. Dude, you are so cool. Thank you so much for dropping by. I've missed you. So it's good to see you, even though I've seen you in our friends' streams and stuff. And I dropped by your stream. I love the stuff you're doing in Buffooncraft. Things look really cool over there. And here's our math Christmas tree that we're building. We've paused our build here in Generations so we could do a little bit of holiday stuff here. And we're in creative mode to save some time here. And let me see. I started at 6. I'm at 7:30, actually. I should have been in standing mode about a half an hour ago, so I should do that. Always, dude, we miss you as well. Thanks, man. That's really cool of you to say. And let me see. And there is the mighty Counterplays giving you the shout-out that you so rightly deserve. Thank you so much. That tree is looking massive. Yeah, I messed around with it quite a bit and to try to get the proportions right and everything. And now I'm just doing all the filling in and stuff and everything. And I did a little math for the design of it and everything. You can see like the spiral pattern and stuff. And you know what? I said I would wait till I was well into the stream before I actually showed some math stuff because, some folks find that painful. But you shouldn't. Don't worry, I'm here to protect you. All right, let's go into standing mode a little bit here. Let's do a little hydration. Okay, and let's quickly do some screen capture stuff. And let's pull up Discord for just a moment here. Let's look at some design work. So here in the Thunderhand64_gaming Discord, this is where we have like the history of our design work that we've been doing over the last couple of days for this, right? So it all starts here with a little bit of math, but don't worry, it's not that painful, all right? So I wanted the base of the Christmas tree to have a radius of about 20, right? And so And so the bounding circle, so I don't want it to go beyond that circle. So I want the spirals that you see in there to fit inside that circle. And so there's my equation to make that circle, right? And then those kind of spirals are called Archimedean spirals, all right? And here's the equation for it. So you put in their polar coordinates. Some of you are probably familiar with Cartesian coordinates, where you go over some distance and up some distance and plot a point. With polar, you actually make an angle with the horizontal axis from the center point, and you dial in your angle, and then along that radius you put in a distance, and then you plot a point. And so theta is the angle, and then that's your input, and then your output is that radius, right? And so for this Archimedean spiral like this, you have different variables here that control different kinds of things. Like u is the radius that you put in. So for u, I would put in 20. And then v down here in the denominator, that component of that factor of the denominator, that's the number of turns within the spiral. I wanted 3 turns, all right, within that circle, right? And so that's a v is 3, right? And then w is the maximum rotation for the turn, how far around it goes, right, in radians. So that's 2 pi all the way around. And then c is the distance from the center to the center of the origin. Is 0. I want it to be right at the origin, right? So all the inputs are thetas, all the outputs are r's, right? That gives you, plots the points of the spiral all the way around. And then, like I said, my radius is 20. I wanted the number of turns to be 3. I wanted the turn to go completely around, right? And then I wanted it to be centered right at the origin, right? And then, so I put all of that in there. And then I put bounds on the inputs and stuff to make it come out the way I want to do. So I got a little bit of math there. And that kind of math is, here in the U.S., if you're doing Common Core traditional track, that would be a pre-algebra class, a pre-calculus class. So probably grade 11 is where I would normally teach that. But sometimes I would teach that in an Algebra 2 honors class for grade 10, you know. Let me see. Some math is pain. But you don't, only if you have but not if you have the right teacher. Like, what is the square root of Minecraft cubed? 1 square root of 2 meters? Let me see. Mathematics can be fun and hugely useful in certain aspects of life. That's kind of like what I try to do. So, what is this evil magic you are looking at? It is hurting my head, and I'm very confused. Just finished editing, by the way. Ooh, you really knocked that editing out. Ooh, math. Subject that ruins my grade. It's because you don't have me for your teacher. That's why. Depends on the state, though. Yeah, it does. It does. But in my school, I was teaching it in pre-calculus and sometimes in Algebra 2 honors, depending on how much time we have and how fast the students are. And so after you get that, you plot the spiral out. Now I use this thing in Desmos here. So here's one of the 3 arms of the spiral. So you can see some of the controls here. Like you can see the diameter. I don't have the tick points on the axes, but that's 40 across there. So the radius is 20, half of that, right? You can see how many turns it makes. It makes 1, 2, 3, right, from out there. And each turn is one whole circle, which is 2 pi. So 1, 2, 3, right? And the cool thing about the Archimedean spiral is it maintains this distance between the arms. And so they say that the rate at which it changes is proportional to the angle, so it's linear, so it's constant, and it makes a really cool kind of spiral that's good for designing things because it's easy to work with. It's easy to line up with other things and graphics that you're trying to do and stuff like that. So Archimedean spiral, there are other kinds of spirals too. This is just a really easy one to use design-wise. By the way, my Scottish and Irish ancestors have been making these things for like thousands of years. They're really good at them. So let me see. So that's the first plot. And then now there's 3 of these things set about 120 degrees apart. So what I did for that is I just took that image and I put it in Affinity Designer. And then I made 2 other layers. pasted them on those 2 other layers, and then just rotated them 120 degrees. I could do the math to plot them out at 120 degrees, but it's just repetitious and tedious work. So it's easier just to do one and then do a little graphics and engineering skill, cut and paste them, rotate them 120 degrees, next layer 240 degrees, and then you get all 3 on top of each other like that. So yeah, the right teacher to math is important. Absolutely critical. I failed math exam. Everybody fails math exams. I failed many math exams. I got to be a math teacher, have a math degree, post-baccalaureate, credential in mathematics education, all of that stuff. We all fail tests, my friend. Although I didn't fail assignments and quizzes. I almost always get help on my math tests. No problem with that. Because I don't get it, so I give up and think about Minecraft videos. Okay, only because my teacher thinks faster than a leopard, and if you blink, you will lose track of everything she said. But she's a good teacher. I don't agree with her teaching methods, although it was just a practice exam. Okay. Yeah, in defense of your teachers, a big problem that with teaching in general is teachers have to be more than just teachers. That's a big problem. They also have to be advisors. They have to be the supervisor of the basket weaving club. They have to be coach of the volleyball team. They have to be on the WASC committee for things. And they have so many things to do that they really don't have a lot of time to actually plan out lessons like they would like to. Believe me, your teacher would love to not have to do any of the rest of that crap and just focus on the math so they can slow it down. But they have to do so many other things, right? Like when I was a teacher, I also had to be assistant principal. And there was just so much stuff to do, that, it was very frustrating because I love to teach and I love to make sure that I do everything as best as possible. And you just can't. There's just too many things to do. So, although it was just a practice exam, yes. And so I did overlap all 3 of these. And so here's the pattern from our tree, either looking down on it or being at the bottom looking up at it. And now we have to place blocks along these lines somehow. So how to do that? So what I did is I just made a 1x1 block like this, and I just sort of overlaid them on another layer. And this I just did by eyeball to try to approximate that spiral as best as I could. So each one of these blue squares is a block in Minecraft, right? And so that's what I did there. And this was a little tedious putting them in there, but then I just followed this pattern and I placed blocks. And you can see where I had the height was like way too high for this one. So even though I have the spiral shape, it's now you have to try to decide how high you're going to make that spiral go. And that was pretty weird, right? But it was cool when you were looking up at it and you could see the spiral shape that it was making. That was fun, right? And so I did quite a bit of iterations here trying to get the height right, trying to decide what height and what width. But it was really cool. At nighttime in Minecraft, you can it overcasts the shadow down on everything. And so you can see that spiral shape that the shadow makes and everything. It's really cool. So that tells you when you're doing it right or not. When you get some part like you're coming out here and then this part's like really wonky out here, you can tell you made a mistake, right? Place some blocks. So that's kind of cool. And so then I changed the scale a little bit with the diameter. And I messed around with things a little bit. Now I went in a diameter of 20 instead of 40, and I dropped the height a little bit, but that still looked kind of weird. But it was cool. We were still getting the spiral shape, but it would just look too narrow. And I was talking to some of the viewers, too, while I was doing this. So you can see Devotchka was in here contributing some stuff, right? But then I got an idea. I said, hey, you know what we should do is base to height-wise, let's use the golden ratio. So 1.618, right? And so here I used the golden ratio with the radius to the height, but it looked a little bit too squat looking, right? And so then I decided, you know what would be better is to use the golden ratio with the entire diameter to the height, and then that got things into the kind of proportion that I wanted. So we got to use 2 kinds of math there. That was fun. 2 math concepts there. And so then I laid out the spiral arms. I just did it in regular blocks first just to sketch it out to get a good idea. And I did the different arms with different kinds of colored blocks just so I could lay it out and see what it looked like when I got them all together. And then you can kind of see it taking shape of what we have now, right? Getting really close. Right? There's 2 of the 3 arms in there. There's all 3 arms all in there now. And then when you stand under it before I put the trunk in, right? You look up and it's got, you could see the really cool spiral pattern. So that was fun. That was fun. And then you can see where we started putting the leaves in, and that brings us pretty much to where we are now. So, completely insane? Yeah, completely insane. But you know what? I'm completely insane. That's the kind of stuff I like to do on Generations. Let's do a little bit of sleep in here so we can avoid phantoms and stuff like that. All right, let's get caught up in chat because that was a lot of math. Sorry. My composition teacher has a YouTube channel, and he is so cool. Kind of reminds me of you. Are you still a teacher? Not right yet. I left my school back in June, and I still want to do teaching, and I still want to do math, but I don't want to work at a school. And that's pretty much because of what I said about teachers having to do too many things, and they can't focus on just their subject, and they can't focus on individual students as much as they would like. So I would like to do teaching outside of a school somehow, and so I might do an online math education course, but I would like the students to be able to take credit for it so they can bring credit to their school and get credit on their transcript. And so I might like to try to do something like that, or I might go into mathematics education publishing or something, because there needs to be a lot of work there, like textbooks and videos and things like that. I might wind up doing that, because I did a lot of that in my last 2 years. I just said no more assistant principal. I quit doing that. My school didn't like that too much, but they were patient with me, and I spent the last 2 years teaching online through COVID and making all my videos. So that's why I was saying, video editing. I was editing at least one video every single day, and I would be blasting out 7 or more videos a week. It was tough. 50-minute videos, 30-minute videos. Wow, that was really hard. Let me see. I am asking for my parents for a Twitch sub to you and my other friend. I hope I get a gift card or something like that, because I would love to have a sub. Pleasant Player, that's really nice of you. I super appreciate that. But like I say, I appreciate subs, but I'd rather, if you just show up and just view for the channel, dude, that's like the most important thing. Just showing up to view, and especially bringing new viewers is always that's way better than subs, man. I appreciate subs. Subs are really, really cool, but the viewership to me is more important, because I don't really need the sub money, and I think subs are too expensive. One thing I've been saying I want to do for quite some time is to set up my donations system for the channel, because I like donations better, because you can donate less. So I think like $6 in the US, I think that's a lot for a sub. I really do. A lot of my fellow streamers get upset when I say that, but I think $6 is a lot. For 1 month, nah. So donation, if you have $1, you just give $1. That's fine. Look, we have 193 something followers, something like that. If everybody gave $1, we'd have enough to pay for the server for 2 years. So, donations would be a lot better. So I'm going to set that up. Plus, Twitch takes half of the subs. So, and that I don't mind. This platform is entirely free. They do all the support for it, all the development work for it. And, that's fine. That's fine. But you know what? I think donations are just, I think it's more affordable for people to do that. And I think more people would donate if it was only like $1 or something. That's fine. It doesn't have to be $6 and then 3 months or 6 months. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Just, if you got $1, you got $1. Great. If you don't, viewing's fine. You just come by, you just view, participate in the chat. Whenever you can, bring some friends with you. That's always great. That's the best thing for the stream, actually. It really is. Let me see. I just use counting math. I don't do anything complicated. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. What is it like being a teacher? It is the coolest job in the world. It's also the hardest job in the world. Because at my school, no one likes the math teacher because she gives us pop quiz every day. We finished taking a test. Yeah. 5 or more followers till 200. Cool. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. $6 on Twitch app of mobile. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I really sympathize with teachers a lot. You know, if you don't like your teacher, you don't approve of their methods and everything, chances are your teacher doesn't want to be teaching that way. They don't. They have to because they have so many other things to do, or they have some administrator telling them they have to teach that way, or they've got so much content to teach and they have so little time they can't possibly fit it all into one school year, and so they're trying to cram it all in there, and they have administrators yelling at them and parents yelling at them. And you know, being a teacher is a very hard job. You know, you're often morally conflicted a lot because you want to help, but you can't a lot, you know, and you can't do things the way you would like to do them. You know, there's a lot of politics involved too, and I really don't like that. I really don't. And so there's also transferring between different schools and different grades. This student is ahead. They've had a lot, so they're frustrated because they've already had what they're teaching. This student is behind. They have gaps and everything in their learning, so they need to make up, but you have one teacher teaching both of those kinds of students. Also, you have huge class sizes in public schools, 30, 40 students in a class, and you have one teacher teaching 5 periods of classes. That's 180, 200 students. It's insane. It's insane. And so, you know, the students complain a lot about their teachers, but wow, you know, the teachers would really like to be able to teach you in different ways. Just take a small group of you, like 10 of you or something, you know, and they could take care of you a lot better, you know, but they just can't. The system just can't run that way right now. And so they have to do the best they can. Everybody's doing the best they can. Online's annoying when you have 2 houses and 1 parent that sleeps in. Yes. All right. How are we doing here? We should try to at least finish this part. But you know what? I'm really just enjoying talking to you guys too. And I really like to hear you guys talk about school and your teachers and how you struggle and everything, because you know, teachers, adults in general, often forget what it's like to be a kid. They really do. They get so caught up in their adult, or they get caught up in what it was like when they were a kid, and it's like, well, that's not the way things are now, and you know, it's super important to understand that, and a lot of adults don't, and so that makes things a lot harder. Where are we at here? We're only supposed to be coming out to 7, but you know what? Like I said, that's really not enough of a dip there. And it's still pretty far away from that, so I might do something like that. That'll do. That's a pretty wonky curve, but it'll have to do. And this one's going to be really tough. There's a huge gap right here. Wow, that's big. That is really big. Let's try. Whew, that is really tough. Yeah, we're going to have to move in a little bit more for this one. That's 6. We're going to have to come right into 5 on this one. Definitely. Maybe even more. Let's take that out here. And you know what? We may do 3 at the top and 5 at the bottom. We could do something like that. Split the difference. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's going to have to do. Wow, that's a big gap for that one. Whew. But there's some error involved in this. You can't really ever get this exact, nor should you try to, because then it just looks a little too ridiculous. Let me see. Here we are on 5 like this. Again, we're just going to have to go right into 3 from this because let's knock that one out. Boot. And like this. Okay, that's looking better. I like that. How are we doing for time here? 7:52. We only have eight more minutes for the stream. So let me see. Pleasant Player. I hate school. Too many complaints and a lot of frustrating moments, but I guess it's a good school. There are also some bad people at my school. There are bad people everywhere. They are just rude, and calling them bullies is a compliment. Yeah. That's the human race, my friend. Magic Secret Accounts. 8 more minutes. Yeah. So I usually... Magic, I usually only stream for 2 hours. I started at 6, so I finish at 8. That's usually when I wrap things up. So, and I got a family and stuff like that and everything. So I usually only stream about 2 hours. Let's do this. And not only that, but it's Christmas and we've got a lot of preparations to do. Yeah, look at this. Wow. And let me see. This one we're going to have to move in 1 block like that. And you know what? I think we're going to have to do something like this to try to smooth out that curve. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. But one thing I will be doing is I'll be working on this off camera, and I'll post some pics just before we leave for our vacation. It's like a little Christmas gift. All right, you know what? I think we have it all laid out. Let's trace out the 3rd spiral and let's see. The police have been at my school 7 times this year. That's a lot. Yeah, I worked at a school, public school here in Southern California a little while back. And yeah, my classroom, we would have the drug searches with the dogs would come in and all the students would have to line up against the fence. It's just like a prison. It was unbelievable. But, I'm a really super tough guy, and so that's why they wanted me to teach at those schools. Because, where I come from, wow, that's nothing. So a lot of teachers were afraid to teach those classes and stuff, so I taught those for them. Preparations, yeah, preparations for Christmas and for our holiday. But all the bad people have been expelled, so it's okay. Yeah, well, that's kind of good, kind of not good. It's good because maybe you don't have to deal with them. But number 1, there's going to be more bad people coming in to replace them. Number 2, they'll come back anyway because they have to be educated. And number 3, now that they're expelled, that means they just have to go to some other different school or they're out doing God knows what, right? And so... yeah, we have to learn how to deal with bad people in life. It's not fun. And still, you think, here I just do this right now. This is really all I'm doing for the moment while I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And even in this, you run into bad people. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, really. Except this is a little bit better because there's, distance because it's the internet. So you can just delete those people and they're gone. Bye-bye. So this is a little bit better, a little bit easier to deal with. But, if you have to keep doing that, it gets kind of lonely, so it's tough. All right. You know what? I think we are finished with this. Now, my intention here is not to leave this like this, of course. We're going to fill in all of this with leaves and branches and limbs and stuff and everything. But it will be filled in this kind of pattern. You just lay it out like this so you get an idea, and then you fill in all of these gaps in between and stuff. And when we sit back from it, we ought to be able to still maintain the spiral kind of shape here, but still be able to... it would still look just somewhat like a tree. So that's the idea. Let's go in. Let's do a little bit of sleeping. Here we go. In our hotel room. And how are we doing for time? We got about 4 minutes left. And let me see. As far as generations is concerned, let me see. Facebook, the kid, they say, whoa. You've got to be kidding. Is this thing for real? Yeah, it is. Wow, I'm already setting up for my raid right now. Because it's good. My son Biggie doesn't get home until late tonight, which means he's off having fun. And so I don't have to leave until late to go pick him up. And so that means we can do a raid. All right. Let's take a look at street level here. Hello, Mushi. All right. Let's take a look at street level. So from street level, this looks pretty cool. I'm kind of liking the shape and the proportion. All right, so this will all be filled in with leaf blocks and limbs and then the decorations. I got some cool ideas from for decorations from my Buffooncraft friends. And I'm going to be trying some of that stuff out here. I've got to put in the armor stand mod, and I've got to be putting in the invisible item frame mod as well. I got to load that up. So I'll probably do that either tonight or tomorrow morning. And then we'll fill in the rest of this and put in the decorations and stuff. It should be really cool. We've got a little bit of laying out of the blocks, leaf blocks to do. A little bit more, like we got to tie up some of these ends the way that they go in and stuff. And this should wind up being pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Now, we won't have another generation stream. Let's talk about what's coming up. Sunday time. Sunday, we usually do Kachi time from 4 to 6 on Sunday, but we'll be up on the mountain snowboarding at that time. So there'll be no Kachi time stream this week. We will be doing, we no longer do Buffooncraft streams. So the following Thursday, we'll be coming back from our mountain trip, so I don't think we'll have enough time to do a stream on Thursday. I might do one Friday, a makeup stream on Friday for Generations, but we'll see. And then there'll be, that would be what, the second, the first? Not yet. The 31st. So New Year's Eve, I might do a Generation stream on New Year's Eve. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. We'll see what we can do there. And then Kachi time will be, next Kachi time will be Sunday, January 2nd. So that's when we'll do our next Kachi time stream. I don't think I'm going to do a stream on Tuesdays to replace the Buffooncraft stream. I may not. I may just cut it down to 2 streams a week. We'll see. We'll see. If there's a lot of call for it, I may do a second Buffooncraft stream. Not Buffooncraft, a second Generation stream. So I may do Generations Tuesday and Thursday if there's enough call for it, but maybe not. So we'll see. Looks like a Christmas tree you would find at a park. Okay, well, that's a happy compliment because the important thing is at least it still looks like a tree. So that's really important. You know, when I start applying a lot of math, the ideas seem like they're really cool, but then when you actually build it, it looks like crap. So the fact that it still looks somewhat like a tree, especially when we start to fill in a lot of this stuff, that's a good sign. So thank you. Mod, I thought you couldn't have mods on Realms. You can have mods on Realms, but you got to know how to do it. So what we do is you just take the map and you download the map, apply the mod, and then upload the map again with the mods, client-side mods in the folders, and then you can use the mod on the Realms. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not too bad. And then when we return from our trip, sometime maybe the first or second week of January, we should be set up on a new server, and we won't be using Realms at all at that point. So we will have moved away from Realms. One of the things that moving away from Realms will do for us, other than just make it possible for us to pay for it, because other services actually take the money when you pay them. Will be things like this. For example, if I try to take a screenshot of this, for example, and I move out, now I'm not that far away, right? If you take a look at this, right, you'll see the chunks behind us there aren't rendering in. And it's not because, and if you look at my render distances, right, I can change these all I want to, but it's not going to make any difference because render distance is set by the server. So for Minecraft Realms, that's 10 chunks. And so I can't get any of that to render in back there to make some good screenshots for something like this. And I really wouldn't need that many more chunks to render in, just enough to fill in the back of the screen there. But Realms, I can't go in there. I can't set that. If I had a server on Shockbyte or something like that, I could go in there and I could tweak that, and I could get more chunks to render in, so I can make a really nice screenshot like that. And I could just do that temporarily too, because that will take a lot of resources to run like that, right? And so I can set a maximum render and then take my screenshots and then pull it back again, for gameplay. So, aren't Realms only non-modded versions? No. You can do it. But actually, the things that I'm talking about, mods, though, are really more like data packs and resource packs. They're not really full-blown mods, right? They're data packs, resource packs. Those you can use, because I'm running a few of them right now. Like, for example, I have multiplayer sleep on here. I have mob heads on here. I have those resource packs. You can put those on there. You can run those. But like I said, you have to download your map, install your client-side data packs and resource packs, and then upload it again, and then they kick in. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I kept saying mods and everything. I meant data packs and resource packs. All right, so we are at time. We're actually past time a little bit. It's 8:03, and so I need to wrap up my stream here. I would like to thank everybody for dropping by. Magic Secret Accounts, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the follow, man. And I hope you joined us again for our next stream. Please go check out the Discord and stuff like that and join up. We've got some very, very cool people on there, and the more the merrier, so I really appreciate it. If I do not happen to see any of you before Christmas, please enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your time off. Students, I hope you have, time off from school. Almost all countries do at this time a year for whatever reasons. Even in Asia, we have, Lunar New Year and stuff like that is right around this time of year. Although that's more end of January, beginning of February. But please enjoy your time off from school. Enjoy your breaks, stuff like that. Let us, Armageddon's Fire, Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas, sir. Down there in Aussie land. In the middle of summer for you guys. Middle of the summer? Yeah, it is the middle of the summer for you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. Let us set up a raid. I believe my good friend Oscar Diggs is still streaming right now. And he's streaming Go Your Gnome Way, so that's cool. So let's go raid Oscar. Let's start off with a raid message if you're going to stick around and join us for the raid. There is my raid message. You can copy it into the chat. And let's go raid my good friend Oscar Diggs.